Hello, Mr. Solis here again. This is quarterback ratings that we're going to be looking at. And you got to think about this in percentages, right here you got the percentage of completions, right here, touchdowns, interceptions, and average, and this is really important, average yards gained. So we're going to be doing this by percents, and we're going to be applying this formula right here. Completions, touchdowns, interceptions, and average yardage. So we read this particular section right here, and this is what I'm going to be doing on a test. You have to read this section. You have to be able to read. This is important. For the first two games of the 2008 season, Dallas Cowboy quarterback Tony Romo completed 45 passes in 62 attempts for a total of 632 yards, with 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's a lot more now. Wait a minute, I shouldn't be saying that. Verify that Romo's quarterback rating for those games is approximately 113. So we're just going to go ahead and verify this. Percentage of completions per attempt. This is what you do. You have the number of attempts. This is the total number of attempts. The total number of times that he threw that ball and tried to gain some yardage or try to go ahead and get some completions, meaning he player down the field catches the ball, or that he's attempting to go ahead and make a touchdown, getting somebody to make a touchdown, or the ball gets intercepted. Interceptions, if you notice, is a negative, and because it's a negative, you try to take away from that. So right here, to get the completions, you're going to be using the attempts. So this is the total number of times that he actually tries. So it's 62, and 45 of those attempts actually completed. So that's my right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and multiply that, of course, by 100, or move the decimal point, and then you go ahead and you go ahead and just use the math. So 45 divided by 62, and then multiply that by 100. So that's 72%, so 73% actually. And there's the bell for, not the class, not my class, but oh well. Alright. Touchdowns that were completed. Well, let me see. He completed 4 touchdowns, so that's 4 over 62 times 100. Okay, so let's see. 4 divided by 62 divided times 100, which would be 6.45. So we just put 6. Let's just put 6%. All right. Interceptions. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and do the math on that just real quick. 2 divided by 62. So let's see. Yeah, 2 is interceptions, which is bad. Not very good. Well, after 62 attempts, I guess it's not so bad. I wonder what that it's like right now. Whoa, I shouldn't be saying that. Okay. So that's 3%. And then finally, average yards gained. Well, that's basically, you look right here, there's average yards, let's see, approximately, okay, so that's 632 yards. This time it's an average, not a percentage. So it's 632 divided by 62. 632 divided by 62, that should be close to 10. So it's equal to 10. And that's not a percentage. You don't have to worry about that. Don't multiply by 100 on this one. No multiplying by 100. No multiply by 100. Okay, let's just say that. So now we're going to apply the formula. So I'm going to use a clean sheet of paper because you know what? I'm running out of space here and everything else. It's not in good form. Might as well write everything out so that way everyone can see it. Alright, so move that, put this here. Alright, so now we have the formula, 25. Yeah, 25 plus 10. You're gonna, whatever the completion percentage was, you're gonna multiply that by 10. So that was 73%. Just remember that. Plus 40 times whatever percentage of touchdowns, so that's 6%. Plus or actually minus, because here's where we have the interceptions. It's bad, very, very bad, 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 bad. That'd be 3%. And then finally, plus 50 times the average yardage, which is 10. All divided by 12. That 12 is just the number that they use. So let's see, we're going to use this. So 25 plus 10 times 73 plus 40 times 6 minus 50 times 3 plus 50 times 10. And then you divide that by 12, which is 112.08. Okay, so this is close to Tony Romo's quarterback rating. And then there's Steve Young's, but you know what? You can do that too. You know, it's really, really simple. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So let's see. Let me go ahead and read the passage to you. As of 2009, Steve Young has the highest career quarterback rating in the NFL history. He completed 2,059 passes and 3,192 attempts for a total of 25,479 yards with 174 touchdowns, and interceptions is 85. So this is the attempts, and this is the important thing, the attempts. So completions percentage was 3,192 divided by, oh wait a minute, other way around. Alright, completed passes was 2,059, because that's his attempts. Then we have touchdowns, yes. Touchdowns was, we still using that 3,192. And there's a total of 174 touchdowns. And then we have, let me see, the last one, interceptions was, let's see, 85 interceptions, which is quite low if you think about it, after 3,192 attempts. And we have finally yards, which is equal to 25,479 yards divided by the number of attempts, 3,192. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply this. Oh, remember to multiply by 100 on these ones, on the first three. On the last one, we do not do that. We do not multiply by 100. So 2,059 divided by 192, that's times 100. That's 65. The other one, 174 divided by 3,192 times 100. 5%. This one, 85 divided by 3,192, and that's times 100. This is 2. It's actually 3%. And finally, 25479 divided by 3,192. That's 7. That's actually 8. So just 8. Alright, average yardage gained was about 8. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do all this stuff. Actually, I shouldn't. Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's a little bit too much. So, let's see. 25 plus. Oh, remember, I got to write everything down for you guys just so you make sure you see it. 25 plus 10 times 65 plus 40 times 5 minus 50 times 3 plus, let me see, 50 times 8. So, and all that divided by 12. So that's the QR rating. Plus 10 times 65 plus 40 times 5 plus, actually minus 50 times 3 plus 50 times 8 divided by 12. So a 9375. That's pretty good. And that's over an entire career. And if you notice the difference between Steve Young's and Tony Romo's, look at the size of the sample. Look at the size of the sample. This is a very small sample. I mean, there's only 62 attempts here compared to 3,192. And Steve Young is one of the best. Especially now that you think about how Tony Romo is performing now. I better stop doing that. Alright. So, this another one down. I'll talk to you.